Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a book review for you guys, and yes, the title is correct. I have finally read A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas, and it took me a while to get into this book. Let me tell you, I've tried to read this book 2 or 3 times already and it's never happened. I always stop at a certain chapter and then after that just forget about it. But I finally got to finish it, and obviously it was only because of TikTok, and also because apparently they're gonna have a show or a movie on Hulu or something about that. So I really wanted to get into the series and finish the whole series before the show comes out, or I think it's a movie, I'm not quite sure. But I want to be part of them. I want to be part of the stan. I want to be a fan. So yes. Before we start, I do want to say I do know problematic issues about this author. If you guys want to support her, go ahead. I don't care. Do what you want to do. However, I've had this book for quite a long time, since it came out. So I recently learned about her problematic issues and all the stuff that's happened. I don't know what to say about it. Don't come at me as to why I'm reading this book. I'm reading it because it's been in my bookshelf for such a long time because of TikTok. So besides her, the book is actually good, okay? So if you guys want to know what my thoughts were about this book, then keep on watching. So this is a book that I recently read, A Court of Thorns and Roses. It did take me about a week or so, I don't remember, but I bought this book at Target, where I usually get my books, a very long time ago, and I've had it sitting there in my bookshelf collecting dust for quite a while, and I tried to read it, like I said, 2 or 3 times already, and I never was able to finish it. I always either only read the first chapter or got into a few chapters and then just completely stopped, and I finally finished all of it. It's about a young girl named Farah. I keep saying Farah. It's Farah, who is hunting for her family during the winter because they are starving and they are kind of in the poor spectrum because of something that happened to her father a very long time ago. So because of that situation that happened, they became technically poor, and so she is the only one who could hunt and knows how to hunt for food for her family to survive. So while doing that, she ends up killing a wolf who was sent by Tamlin, who is a high lord in this very land in Prythene. I don't know how to say it. Okay, these words are very big for me. He obviously finds out, and because of that whole situation that she did, she is forced to live in his land and leave her family behind. They are glamored by Tamlin because they can't know the truth of what happened. So they basically get these magic shit all over their faces or their minds to forget what actually was the truth, and they assume that she's actually living with her aunt. While being there at that fairy land, which is called the Spring Court because each land is a court. I don't know why, don't ask me. Okay. But this land that she's in is called the Spring Court, and it's from the High Lord Tamlin, who is cursed and has a mask on, and everyone who lives there has a mask on because they have been cursed, and he has 7 years to uncurse this thing from him, and the only way he could do it is if he has a human fall in love with him. But to do that, she has to kill someone from their land or the fairy world by hatred, and she happens to do that, so that's why she takes her. She doesn't know this at the moment or in the beginning. Even if she tries to go back home, she can't, so she just has to stay there. She ends up having a relationship with Lucien, and is it Lucien or Lucien? I don't freaking know their names, okay? You know, coincidentally, she does end up falling in love with Tamlin, and Tamlin obviously loves her. But right before confesses her love to him, or of her knowledge of knowing that she is in love, she is sent back home by Tamlin because another High Lord who comes to his land called Resend, and he is some spicy character, okay? He's basically working for the queen who no one freaking likes. She is the queen of Under the Mountain, whatever, and he is his whore, as it is said in the book. You know, he cannot be glamored, so he obviously finds the invisibility glamour that Tamlin has spelled on Farah. So he obviously asks who this girl is. She doesn't want to say her name, so she says a fake name from the human world, like a person that she used to know in her town. And he's like, okay, gotcha. So then he leaves and he tells the queen goes and attacks that girl and her family and kills them. Now Farrah doesn't know any of this happens because she is so like in her own little world, if I could say, and she doesn't find any of this out until she goes back home, because her sister Nesta actually wasn't able to get glamored by Tamlin. So she kind of told her the truth of what happened. Then Farrah has to tell her the truth, and now she knows what happened. So then Farrah actually goes back to the Spring Court, tried to tell Tamlin that she loves him, but when she gets back there, everything is destroyed, and the only person she finds there is Alice, who was her helper. And Alice tells her the truth, calls her a stupid little girl, calls her a stupid human for not realizing it and for being too slow to figure out the curse. I enjoyed the book. It was very interesting to me because I don't read fantasy books, so this was actually really good. And I think that's one of the reasons why I couldn't really get into this book, because at that time that I tried to read it, I wasn't into fantasy. I hated it. I didn't like it. Now I'm a little more open into reading this type of stories, so that's why I give it another try. I love Tamlin. I love him. But I love Rhysand more, okay? I love my bad boys. There's always something about them bad boys who are bad boys but sneakily are good people, okay? Yes. Like I said, it was fun reading this book because I don't read fantasy. Farrah is a little annoying to me because she is such problematic, I feel like, and a little bit annoying, and she's so worried about other things instead of like realizing what's in front of her. So that was a little off-putting, but besides that, the story was pretty good. I actually liked it. I rated it a 5 out of 5 stars. I will be continuing the series. I have the second book. I don't have the third book, and I'm so pissed because they changed the covers, and I don't like that because I like all my covers to match when it comes to a series. So now I don't know if I need to go hunting for the original cover for the third book, or if I should just start the new series as a new cover. I don't know. But if you guys read this book, what did you guys think about it? Let me know. Who is your favorite character? And I haven't gotten to the second book, so I'm like waiting on that. I heard the second or the third book is a lot spicier, and that's what I like, and that's what I'm waiting for. So yes. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below if you guys liked it, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.